Good morning. We got anybody in here? I know it's early. Wonder how my sound is sounding. Should be trying out this new mic, so hopefully it's sounding pretty good. So I don't know if you in here and you hear my sound sounds good. Give me a one in the chat. Yeah, man. What is G Pfizer? G Phase? Yeah, man. Good morning. Out here trying to do a little something. Yo, Ace, what's good, man? I'm out here. How the sound sounded? You know, I'm doing this new mic thing, trying to level up. Club fillers, I see you. Good morning, everyone. So I'm just out here to try to see if I can show you what I'm doing right now. Just on this rooftop. It ain't nothing too special, but you know, it's a nice day, so fuck it, why not get out here? This little pool right here, I don't know if I would even call this a pool. It's more like a swimming lane. But it's something in the city. I might try to get out. Might even try to do a walk during the day because I've seen some. I'm in the Polanco area, so it's a lot of good stuff to see. Buenos dias, Jose. Yeah, man. Man, I just want to talk about how Mexico has just been a pleasure for the most part. I mean, every place you go, you're gonna have issues, right? But every place you go, you're gonna have issues. But Mexico, the amount of stuff you could do in this country, and the ease it is to travel, the fact that they're not, at least right now, they're not stressing people too much on the whole C-19 situation, and they got good weather. They got good weather, good people, good food. You know, depending on where you go, the prices can be good. If you want to step your game up, and you know, there's places like in Mexico City where you can spend a pretty penny. Went out last night, had a steak that was about, I want to say like $40, man. It was a good steak. Mine was. One of the boys I was with, he got a Wagyu steak, and that drink, he did not like it. And I think his drink cost close to $100. But the ambiance, the atmosphere was on par with what you expect from that type of stuff. So, but you got different levels here, man. You can do a lot. You can ball out, especially in Mexico City. You can definitely ball out, but you can also save a pretty penny too. Not too far from there. So yeah, I've really been enjoying Mexico. Mexico City. What else? Guadalajara, Puerto Escondido, Tijuana, Rosarita, all of it, man. Oh, and then Cancun was out there. Cancun felt like the States though to me. It was, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. If you want to party every night, they got it for you. But I don't know, something that I would like to hit every once in a while, just for a little bit, man. I ain't trying to do too much partying. I ain't gotta be out there every night. Kind of like when I was in Thailand. Went to Thailand, and they were it was a party every day of the week. And it was a decent party too, so it wasn't like if you went out, you was gonna have a good time for the most part. And you can't do that with so much, man. You really can't. Yeah. me answer some of these questions here. Mexico City versus Bogota. Ace. You already know, bruh. You already know. Bogota is going to win on a normal basis just because the prices, man. The prices in Bogota are just much lower. The nightlife, I can't really speak on here. Like it's hard to find here in Mexico City. It's like speakeasies. So you know Deshaun. So me and him we hooked up yesterday, got something to eat. Was gonna go out, try to find this club. He had a hit on some spot called Diaspora. But come to find out, it's not even a spot. It's a group. It's like a club thing. I think it's dance hall, reggae, hip hop. But they don't let you know the location till like last minute. And they got it on Instagram. So I hit them up on Instagram, like, what's the address? Nothing. So all that little speakeasy shit just makes it harder to get in, to feel yourself around. I'm not saying Mexico City is not better than Bogota, but when you're just coming here and spending, I would say your first, if you don't have a real in, it's probably going to take you a while. It's probably going to take you 2, maybe 3 months to really get what you need to get out of it. Bogota, everybody knows Zona T. You can go right there. You'll probably meet somebody the first week for sure. Somebody at least that you can chat with. They'll fill you in on some other stuff, and you just go to that spot, have a good time, and it's cheaper. So Bogota wins on that front. Now, the current situation, I know some of y'all follow Afro Brojita as well, and she just put out a post yesterday showing that, they're checking vaccine cards for every establishment, like restaurants and all that, in Bogota. So, depending on how strict they are with that, and whether you got your vaccine or not, it really is it's an issue, because people gotta line up and do all that stuff, and it's just a different thing. But yeah, hopefully that won't be they won't continue with that in Colombia for too long. Let me see what's up with some of these other chats. Think about going to Cancun December. Where would you stay? Jason Brown's asking about Cancun. Where would he stay? Man, it really depends on price. It depends on how much money you're trying to spend. There's a lot of different ranges. Don't expect things to be cheap out there. If you want to spend, I would say between $80 and $100. They got the Aloft Hotel. If you want to step it up, they got the RIU or RU, or how do you spell it? I guess it's RUI. I don't know. But it's a big hotel out there. It's theirs is right on the beach. So I'm thinking that might be going for $150, $200 a night, depending on where you're at. But right now it's off season. A lot of, everybody's home for Thanksgiving holidays in the States. So, and the weather is a little off too in Cancun. It will be raining. If you're staying there for 5 days, it's going to be raining at least 3 of those days. So beware of that. People still partying though at night, no matter. But during the day, it might put a hamper in your activities. Man, Ace, what you talking about, man? You know what it is out here. Yeah, I guess the expats probably do show up late, around 3-ish. But man, you got to plan for them late nights. I can't be, I like to get up early. That's why I'm here with y'all live streaming, right? I get up early. I want to do things during the day, see the city. Yesterday I went by the museum out here. I actually had to go to the Apple store to get this cable so I could actually have decent audio from now on. But yeah, I like to roam around. Sometimes I just walk around the city, man. I might even do that today with y'all. But if y'all do want to see that, I can show y'all some of Palenque. But I gotta get something to eat first. So if I do, it's gonna be at least probably like a 30-minute break, and then maybe come back on and just start going out. So if y'all want to see some of that, some of Palenque, Matter of fact, we gonna do that. I don't care if y'all want to see it or not. We gonna do that. I ain't got nothing else to do. I need to get a walk in anyway. So, what time is it now? Here, it's 9:42. So probably run this live stream for another 10, 15 minutes. Answer any questions you guys may have about Mexico City in this area. And then I'm gonna break and go get some breakfast and then come back on and then give y'all a look around. I was thinking about flying the drone today. But this area, man, I don't see too much from the rooftop here. So I really I want to know where I'm flying before I fly. So I need to walk around the neighborhood a little bit and show you guys what I'm talking about. So I got all this here, right? And that's just highway. Nothing to see there. And then you got all this over here, which I know there's some statues around. Test the mic more. How's it sounding? How's the mic sounding? I mean, it should be sounding. It should be on. I'm seeing the audio levels. They seem to be good. I don't know if it's coming through YouTube. Hey, just let me know, man. Is the audio sound crispy or what? Like if I put it right here, hold on, let me see. So if I'm like this with the mic, is this making a difference? It's airy, huh? Shoot, I don't know. Maybe it's not going through this. Let's see if I can go in the app. Huh. Let me try to put it on here. Give me a second. Try to work out this mic. Alright. Technical difficulties, y'all. Let me take off this little piece. Trying out new things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they work and then they stop working. Nature of the beast. What's up? Hometown from DC, huh? Yeah, man. Tell you what, I was thinking about going back to DC for Thanksgiving, but I don't know, man. I ain't trying to deal with that stress from the whole DMV area, traffic and all that. I don't know. I guess maybe it's just me. I think for some of us, man, you go back to where you're from, and it's stressful for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe just grow out of it. I mean, for others, man, they can stay there forever and love it. And they ain't got nothing against that. But I don't know. I guess it's the people you know as well, right? Arizona. Yeah, I think Arizona might be a good spot to chill out right now this time of year. It ain't too hot. You know, during the summer, I can't be there. Actually, I was there last summer. First thing in the morning, it's like everything is hot, man. Don't let your skin touch your car. It's in Phoenix, driving through there. But yeah, man. I don't know. It's definitely on the East Coast cities. I feel like it's a certain. Actually, yeah, it probably doesn't even matter if you're from a major city, urban environment. You know, you grow up there. It's and then you start traveling. You're like, shit, all that stuff you was worried about back home. You know what I mean? Like, if I growing up in the DC area. You know, you got certain fashion, you know, things that people are worried about. Oh, nigga, you got the phone posits, you got the new Balances, you got this, that, and then it just morphs into other things as you get older. People want to see certain things, the status and all that. And one thing I learned about travel a long time ago is when you travel away from your hometown, you're freed up of a lot of that tension, those needs, I gotta say that those status symbols in that area, right? A lot of, even just the way you talk, it's you gotta talk in some way. Oh, this, you got to prove that you're cool enough at all times. And that shit gets old, man. And it ain't real. It ain't real. So you travel the world and you see things, start going places, enjoying yourself. And yeah. All right, let's see what else we got here. Chicago in the building, yeah. Nice. Hope you being safe out there in Chicago. All I'm doing, I ain't been to Chicago in a while, so I ain't been in Chicago in a while, so it's all I'm getting from Chicago is the news, and all I hear on the news is craziness. I'm sure there's parts of Chicago where everything is cool, people are doing well, having fun, living a good life. So hope you're in that boat. Oh, she said Chicago's bad. It's all true. It's sad. Actually, my boy Deshaun, I was with last night. He's from Chicago, and he went back. I think he went back. He was here, and then he went back. I think last week, or he just got back here last week. And yeah, man, it seemed like he was running to get out of there. I think he had to go back for a family event. And he rolled out quick. I was like, yeah, man, I don't blame you. So, but he liked to stay on the move too, thinking about going to another place, another country. But yeah, man, Thanksgiving is coming up. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for Thanksgiving. I've missed. I was in the military before, so I missed a lot of Thanksgivings and Christmases, and my birthday's in line with all that too. So, birthday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, I'm used to just skipping all that. We're doing a very light version of Thanksgiving, Christmas from wherever. Oh, they flying this piece of turkey. Let's go. Stuff like that. So it's kind of the norm for me to miss the holiday season. But it's also one practical thing is you save some money, not participating in all that stuff. And if you're traveling, things are freed up. Like Paris, the best time to visit Paris, France, I realized one year when I found that out, is during like the Thanksgiving week, because all the Americans, Paris is a very visited a lot by Americans, or traditionally it is. But if you go during Thanksgiving weekend, it's Thanksgiving weekend is open. Thanksgiving week even. So it's like museums are open and all that stuff, but there's barely any tourists there. Let me check some of these chats again. Thanks, man. Bogota vlog was great. Appreciate that. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, man. Y'all up this morning? 20 people? Little live stream Sunday morning. All right, so I think that if most Americans visited Mexico City, you do have to know, like, you check the prices for hotels and things like that, and you'll see the prices they're up there for Mexico. When you think Mexico, you think everything is really cheap. You're gonna say a decent hotel, $70, $80 a night. And if you get into the high-end ones, I don't see none of them. There's some really high-end ones around here. When I do the walk through the Polanco later on, I'll show you some of them. But they can be $200, $250, $300 a night. The reason why I believe is because there's a lot of embassies in that area and a lot of government officials from different countries. So you have that going on. You also notice a lot of security out there. I'm talking about like private security. So you'll see people, you'll be at really good restaurants and you'll see them out there. Nothing to be too concerned with, but it just is what it is. But yeah, but other than that, it's kind of like New York, I would say. Maybe San Francisco. I would say more like New York. You can compare Mexico City to New York. Same with Bogota. Um, but obviously, like I said before, Bogota is a lot cheaper than Mexico City. Mexico City, though, I believe the infrastructure is a lot bigger. Like even this road right here. Let me show you this highway going by through the middle of the city, and you'll see a little bit of what I'm talking about. And then also too, another thing you have in Mexico versus Colombia is you have a lot more U.S. style establishments. So somehow we're right there. Not a lot of traffic today, but you know, it's an overpass, underpass. Look at the neighborhood here. This neighborhood is actually pretty chill. I believe this here is a performing arts school. I heard like some African music coming out of there the other day. And it was, yeah, so. But there's a lot of stuff to do in Mexico City. I mean, one of the young ladies I met last time I was here, she's into performing arts. They're doing some Christmas play this week, which I might actually go to if they haven't sold out the tickets already. Which city in Mexico would you travel to first? Let me ask you some of these questions. Yeah, Ace, you're probably right. I think there is going to be a Thanksgiving dinner in Mexico City. Deshaun was telling me they got some expats that are probably doing something, so I might end up doing that. Let's see what else is going on. Can't wait to travel, get my money up. Then I'm going to travel to Colombia, Mexico, Guatemala. Yeah, man. Do it, bruh. You know, this travel thing will definitely open your eyes, man. It's here's the thing I believe about travel. Like, traveling all the time is not for everybody. But as an American, you got them dollars. You need to travel, man. You need to get out there and then realize, even if you travel and you come back and you're like, it wasn't all that, it'll still open up your eyes to a lot. I mean, you already know where you're going, so obviously you probably already know what's up. So Colombia, Mexico, Guatemala. I don't know too many people that's in Guatemala, to tell you the truth. I don't know what they got going on. If you know people in the States that are from Guatemala and you're going off the strength of that, that's good enough. Which city in Mexico would you travel to first? Jamel, man, it depends on your location. If you coming from California, you know, LA, Southern California, shoot, anywhere in California, then you definitely need to hit up, you know, you go through Tijuana, and if you don't like that vibe, you hit up Rosarita, Ensenada. You know, Rosarita's like, what, 45 minutes from the border, so, and it's, you know, you can get across the TJ and catch an Uber. The Uber will take you there, and I guess 45 minutes, and it'll be maybe about $20, so not too bad. You know, they got a beach. You go there during the weekend, there's plenty of Americans there normally, so that's always a good first one. If you're not in Cali, I would say, let me think about that. I don't know, man. Like, you don't hear a lot of people talk about it, but Monterrey was pretty cool. Like, Monterrey felt like Texas to me. I mean, it's not Texas. Don't get it messed up, but it had big roads, you know, tall buildings that are, you know, like, not like here in Mexico City. They just building, they don't care. They just building buildings wherever. Out there it was like, you know, it's open spaces and then just tall buildings, so it looked really, really nice. They got decent restaurants. The only time I was there was like in the middle of this pandemic thing, so it was like last year actually, and so it's kind of watered down, but I would assume go there now and it'd be a much better time, and it's close. You know, it's not too far from Texas if you're coming from that direction. But also, Mexico City is cool. You just gotta expect to spend money, and it's a big city. So if you're not used to big cities, then you know you probably will not like Mexico City. Guadalajara is definitely one of my favorite cities. It has a, how can I describe it, man? I would say Guadalajara might be like the, if Mexico City's New York, Guadalajara would feel like LA. You know, it has that kind of feel. It's different though, man. But it's, I would say there's no one place I prefer. They're just really good for different things. Puerto Escondido, I really like that beach town. If you want to be near the ocean, and you know that whole area there, Puerto Escondido, even going up, you can go up north even to Sayulita, Mexico. That's a smaller town, smaller beach town, but kind of has that same vibe as Puerto Escondido. Different state of Mexico, so it's further away. A lot of Americans really like Puerto Vallarta too. Puerto Vallarta is a real huge expat community. Been there. I was only there for a few days, actually 2 days, I think. But I definitely need to go back there and check it out in more detail. But yeah, a lot of places in Mexico, man. Let me see what else we got here for the chats. I gotta get caught up. Get my hand out of that camera. Lake Atalanta, is that in Mexico? Okay, yeah, that's in Guatemala. Cabo San Lucas looks really nice from Ace Video. Yeah, Cabo's nice. Cabo is nice. Oh, you coming from Atlanta? Yeah, so if you're coming from Atlanta, I guess it depends on what you want to do. If you want that beach vibe, chill beach vibe, I would say Puerto Vallarta, man, because it's a nice mix. It has a city. They got beach towns close by. They got a lot of good restaurants on that boardwalk strip they got out there. You can check out. There's definitely a lot of videos on YouTube about Puerto Vallarta, but it's a lot of Americans like it. It's an easy place to visit. It's not expensive, so you don't have to worry about spending too much money. And you can make it work out there. Let's see what else I have in the show. Let's see what's good. Somebody asked if I invest. Of course, man. You know, gotta make that American dollar work. If you're in the United States and you're a United States citizen and you're not invested, or you've never invested in the market, what are you doing? Like, you're just wasting your United States citizenship. Yeah, Ace, no. Like, I really don't want to be one of those investing YouTubers, because it's not, you know, investing's a personal thing. Like, people they're in different situations. They're coming from different backgrounds. They're dealing with different amounts of income, different amounts of cost, you know. So it's a very, C's, what's good, man? I see you there. Yeah, so with investing, people are coming from different areas, and it's really personal, man. And I mean, the YouTube thing, if you know how to look at the financial YouTube, you can get a lot out of it. You can get a lot out of it, and it's a lot of good information out there. I've used it a lot. Just following YouTubers and all. But you have to know, you know, these guys are telling you to buy something. They ain't there to tell you when to sell it. You know? So think about that. Like, it's investing. Money is like the essence of everything, in my opinion. It's like kind of like our body is always doing stuff. Investing is like the same thing. Your body's always in need of burning some energy, burning some calories for metabolism and all that stuff. When you think about it like that, it's always something going on. Investing's the same way. But as an American, you should be in the game. Even if you don't know what the hell is going on with anything, take, you know, what you would spend in a weekend going out having a good time, take that and start putting it into something. You know, if you do that once a month, you know, once a month for a year, you put it in, and I would say if you're starting out investing, don't go into a bunch of stuff, man. Start off small. Don't try to Don't let people talk you into throwing a bunch of money in and you don't even understand what's going on. So start small. Make it a habit of putting stuff in, even if it's just small pieces, and at least have a 5-year outlook. Don't go in this thing thinking you're gonna turn around and make money in the next couple months. You might, but you might not. And then that's where that emotional stabilization kicks in. If you're not emotionally stable on what's going on, and you'll be out of the market and be cursing at the markets for the next 10 years while everybody else is making money around you. So something to be aware of. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna talk about, the investing shit. Ace over there baiting, man. Ace, I see you, man. Nah, I don't even know what Bitcoin is. What's that? Tell me about that. What you know about all that? Bitcoin? I don't know nothing about that, man. I've heard some people making money with it, though. But yeah, man. What time is it now? Let's see. What we going on here? 10:03. Mexico City time. Yeah, that's another thing too about Mexico City. It's only, I'm from the East Coast, so it's only 1 hour off the East Coast time. And a lot of business and stuff is on East Coast time, so it's not a bad look. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna let's see, what up? Show you these little birdies flying around here. Check this comments real quick. Ooh, somebody buying a Tesla? Yeah, if you got Tesla stock, you can afford a Tesla, that's for sure. Teslas are nice, man. Yeah, I done rolled in a few. We got some Tesla experience. See how this back camera looking. Look at this pool, man. What they doing? What they doing with this pool? You supposed to get in and just whop. I'll be dizzy, man, after like 10 minutes. Shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get a swimming workout, unless it's cold water. If it's cold water, let's see what it is. Let's see. Hopefully I won't fall in. Let's see. Oh no, that's warm like bath water, dude. Hell no. And it ain't flowing either. See, I be looking at stuff like that, like this. It's warm water. I don't see no flow. So is it getting filtered? Probably not. I ain't trying to do all that. See that edge right there, the edge. I used to work as a lifeguard / pool operator. So see that towel right there? That towel's all dirty. It's not a good sign, man. At least the water's clear, right? They probably put the chemicals in it to keep it clear, but yeah, I'm good. Yeah, man, I can't be doing that bathroom. I don't like swimming in warm water. Especially with me exercising. Like I'm gonna cool off. Let's see what we got here. Best time to visit Mexico or Colombia? I mean, it depends on a lot of things, but weather-wise, now is the best time, because even and it depends on where in the country as well. Because like Mexico City right now feels great. It's they said it was 55 degrees on my watch this morning, but it feels like about 68, 70, especially when you're in the direct sun like this. And it's it cools off at night. At night it gets down to like 50s, but that's perfect, just walking around temperature. I like it. Cancun was a little chilly, so if you're gonna go to Cancun, you're expecting it to be hot. Some of the days it got up to like 85, I think, for a little bit. Then the clouds came in. I think it even got down to like 60, low 60s, one of the nights in Cancun. But it was you go to Cancun, you don't expect cloudy days or rain. And I would say about half the time I was out there, the week I was out there, was that. It was rainy, cloudy. Um, wasn't too bad. I mean, I was chilling, doing stuff anyway. So at night, it was always a party. But Colombia, Bogota right now is going to be a little chill. I think Bogota's temperature is probably similar to Mexico City because they're both at 8,000 feet altitude, right? So, once you start going up in altitude for every, I think they said like, you lose like 5 degrees of temperature for every 1,000 feet of elevation, or something like that, two degrees or something. But it's just something to be aware of. And yeah, so Mexico City's at 8,000 feet. Bogota's around 8,000 as well. Maybe Bogota's 6,000. But so they're gonna be a little chilly at night. And if you go for a walk and you haven't been out here before, just know you'll probably be a little winded the first time. The first couple days. They say you shouldn't do any strenuous activity when you go to those cities for the first 5 days, I believe, because some people might actually have issues. So you should just chill. If you got to walk down a block or 2 blocks, that's cool, but you shouldn't be exercising or doing any long walks or runs first couple days. But yeah, let me see what else we got here. What's my favorite cities in Mexico? 3 favorite cities. I think I answered this one before, but yeah, I would say I like Puerto Escondido as a beach town. That's definitely, so far, that's my favorite beach town I've been to, Puerto Escondido. The reason why is it's just chill, man. Like you can go out. It rained a few days there too, but like on the sunny days, you go out, you can get your sun early in the morning. You get that vitamin D, and there's something to that, man. The medical industry don't want you to know about that, but there's something to that. You get your vitamin D, and whatever that comes off of the ocean, the sea mist, that does something too, and you get a lot of that there. Things are relatively cheap, especially when compared to the United States. It's not the cheapest place in Mexico, but it's definitely cheap. And yeah, so that's why I like Puerto Escondido. Mexico City I like just because there's a lot of stuff to do. You can go out and just walk, and it's real metropolitan. So if you like cities, Mexico City is the one in Mexico. Guadalajara, I like Guadalajara as well. I don't know, maybe just because I know Guadalajara. Like, I know some of the neighborhoods. There's like quiet little neighborhoods you can stay in, like Chapalita. But then you can head down to Chapultepec and get your nightlife on. Yeah, you should. Puerto Escondido, add that to your list, bro. It's gonna be a lot of young hippies out there, digital nomads or whatever. Not a lot of them, but it's gonna be that vibe out there. So at least in that main Zicatela and then further south side of it. So it's like that as well. But even without dealing with all that, you go out there, I would say Puerto Escondido, you can go with family as well. And it's a nice vibe. So yeah. Is it safe in Mexico City? Any major city is gonna have its unsafe areas. Let's just get that out. Let's just get that out the way. Like, I'm not gonna give you some fairy tale. But certain areas in Mexico City where the money is, there's security. So if you're noticing, this is just something you go by anywhere you go. If you see money, people got flashy cars, they got, the apartments look nice, and it's gonna cost more. The hotels cost a little more. It's gonna be safe, especially here in Mexico City, because it seems like security, they don't really play around with that too much in the areas that are expensive. They don't play with their money like that. So it's safe. I mean, for a black person, the thing about Mexicans is they don't really give a fuck unless you give a fuck. So if you out here acting like, I'm this and I'm that and da da da, you know, you might notice some feelings. But other than that, if you're just out here, you know, you try to speak a little Spanish. You know, you try to say at least hola, cómo está. You know, even if you know no Spanish, you can pull out a Spanish book and learn the basics. Learn to repeat the basics in one day. If you're doing stuff like that, and a lot of people speak English here in Mexico City. So other places like Cancun, it's weird. Cancun, they speak, the English they speak there is almost like American style English. It's like, yo, like, you sure you ain't live in the States? But here in Mexico City, a lot of people speak functional English for business purposes. So that's also another benefit about being in a big city. But if you do speak Spanish, it definitely helps. And a lot of people will work with you. I went to a restaurant the other day, and I was speaking in Spanish and was coming over, you know, a little slow. But then the girl just, you want this and that? I was like, all right, cool, yeah. And then I came back and asked her something straight up in English. She was like, excuse me? I was like, oh, you speak English? She was like, no, I mean, a little bit. So that was a little funny exchange there. But yeah, that's one thing I actually thinking about too, like actually spending time in one of these Spanish-speaking countries, at least a solid month, with the purpose of taking Spanish classes, whatever, you know, whatever that cost is. I'm not trying to blow a boatload on it, but you know, I understand it ain't gonna be cheap. And get my Spanish to a certain level, get it up to a certain level, and then once that happens, I can just mingle amongst the people and just, you know, continue learning the natural way, which is just speaking with people. So, but yeah, short answer, yeah, Mexico City is safe. It has safe areas that are really safe. Actually, I'm gonna show you this right here. This area here that I'm at. So the streets look a little like below that other underpass. There's like a part that goes under and across that mall there. And on the other side is like this running path that goes for about like another mile that way. But then this direction, which you can't see, it goes, I don't know, it looks like it goes through the whole city. And I walked there yesterday, and it was just joggers, you know, people just jogging. You know, and I was looking at them, I was like, damn, do I gotta worry about getting around out here? I'm looking at them, I'm like, yo, the stuff they wearing is worth more than the stuff they wearing while they jogging is worth more than I got on me. You know, I got my phone on me, I had, you know, AirPods, you know, stuff like that, but I'm watching these ladies jog. They got high dollar shoes, they got a phone on them, they got the wrapped headphones, they got the shades, they got the fanny pack, they got the water bottle. You know, there's definitely a running culture in this part of town, a jogging culture, which is cool. I like seeing that. I'm a jogger as well, but I want to say, I think there was a Mexican who just won. Did he just win the Boston Marathon? I saw something on Boston Marathon. They kept showing. I was here in Mexico, so obviously they're gonna highlight the Mexican. But I don't know if he won it or not. There was a lot of tension on the Mexican who had finished the Boston Marathon. It was I didn't really dig into it, but if that's the case, you know, I could see Mexico, you know, running culture exploding over the next few years. Also, another thing I noticed, they had it's a lot of big events, man. I'm kind of sad I missed. We missed them just by a day or so. Guadalajara, they just had a tennis match out there. We was in Cancun when I noticed that was going on. We just left Guadalajara. And then when we got to Mexico, when we were about to leave, I noticed they had Formula One racing going on somewhere in Mexico City. I was like, dang, man. Because, you know, Formula One, if you go to in Europe, I mean, I'm sure it'd be expensive to get a ticket here, but it's probably at least double the cost in Europe when they have it there. So it would have been cool, man. But there's a lot of stuff. That's what I'm saying. These metropolitan areas, they have a lot of stuff going on that you can get into. And I appreciate that. I like having that as an option. So the other thing about Mexico, wherever you are, the one thing I love about Mexico and Colombia, actually, and I'm sure it applies to a lot of other Latin American countries, but I've personally experienced getting a flight to anywhere in that country, even from Mexico to Colombia, even last minute, is pretty damn cheap. You know, you can, especially if you don't care what airline you're on, you could get, if I want to fly from here today to, say, Tijuana, right? And Tijuana will take you there, you know, get across and go to San Diego from there. I can get that ticket today for probably under $100. I know I can get one for tomorrow for under $100. And that flight is 3 hours or something like that. So, last minute, boom. A lot of flights I take are one way, so that might be a difference too. Yeah, cheap flights throughout the country. I flew from Bogota to Mexico City. I think that was, I want to say like $300. It was one way. It was over a month ago. But that's what I really like about these countries, man. You can get in and around pretty easily. Now some connections don't even make sense to me. If you want to fly to, say, Brazil, you got to fly back up to Panama. To some weird connections. I don't know. Even some other countries, you'll have to connect in. You want to fly further down South America, sometimes you got to connect in Miami. And that's the only way you're gonna get there right now. You got to fly back to Miami, have a connecting flight, then fly back down. And it's, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's not like you're not checking out. You're not in the States technically, because you're just in the airport. But it's still just like, damn, why we gotta spend all this extra time flying, going up here, just because, and I'm trying to go south. I gotta go north to go south. But I think it's all about the traffic that they know they can get. You know, airlines are trying to make money, so they're trying to economize their routes in that way, trying to put as much people on flights as possible. So I guess I get it. Let me see. Do we have any questions on this? Brother got pickpocketed in Mexico City. Busy crosswalk. Keep your valuables out of your pockets. Yeah, I can see that. I can see pickpocketing happening in any major city, just because, you know, it's a lot of people, right? A lot of opportunities, especially pickpocketing. It's a lot of opportunities for them. So I know, depending on, I used to be in the military, so I know a lot of white boys, they would carry their wallet in the back. Country boys, they carry their wallet in their back pocket. It's like, yo, like, I never do that. I always keep my shit up front, and then if I'm getting in a tight situation, you know, I put my hands in my pocket. And normally, I can put my hand in one pocket, and it'll tighten up. You know, I can make it tight, and it'll tighten up my other pocket as well. If it's really tight situation, then I'll have both my hands down by both my pockets. Just a tactic I've used. I'm not saying that it's 100% foolproof, but you know, I gotta make it hard for them. Pickpocket, I can't go in a dense area and then just make it easy for you. You know, have pockets that's loose, pants with, you know, as soon as you sit down, you gotta recheck your pockets off. I try not to wear pants or shorts that have shallow pockets or pockets that really slip out fast. But I do carry a little flashlight with me a lot of times, right? This little thing right here. It's small, it's bright, bright enough, and it's cool. It's rechargeable. I like it. I always carry that in my back pocket, and it's clipped on. Well, yesterday at breakfast, I guess I sat down and it popped out. I ain't know. And it was at this hotel right here I'm at now. And when I came back from walking around the city, one of the guys who does security here, you know, handed it back to me. I was like, oh, cool, thanks, man. I probably need to tip him something so I get some change. You know, that's one thing I noticed too. Like out here, you definitely want to tip your people that have been taking care of you. I think I need to get more in the habit of that, but I need to keep like 50 pesos, you know. I need to keep that change on me. 50, or do they have a 20 peso bill? Yeah, I think they do. 50s and 20s. I need to keep some of those on me because a 20 is like $1, 50 is like $2.50. So I need to be able to. Somebody's taking care of me, taking care of a situation. I need to be able to hit them with that right quick. Especially at least in Mexico City, that's the amount I want to be tipping. Other areas where things are cheaper, you know, you can keep the coins, the 10 peso coins on you. That'll probably work. But yeah, man. All right, so check it out. I'm gonna go eat breakfast, charge up this apparatus I got here, and probably do another walk through Polanco Park, one of the parks in Polanco, and just show y'all around a little bit, see what they got going on Sunday morning. All right, appreciate y'all, and yeah. Hey Jay, man, I don't know nothing about jewelry anywhere in Mexico, so you're gonna have to do a little research somewhere else. But yeah, I'll get with y'all later, man. If y'all want, y'all join me in about an hour. I'll be back walking around through some parks. Cool.